What are some subtle acts of resistance if forced to RTO or return to office? I know to poop on company time. And I definitely need a new pen from the office supply each day because I always forget mine. But what are some other small acts of resistance that might eventually make the employer regret forcing this RTO absurdity on workers? And which one could plausibly deny if caught? Never answer your phone when not in the office. If you can't work from home, that includes any work-related phone calls. If you're sociable enough for it, spend as much time as possible making small talk with coworkers, going out for long lunches, hanging around the water cooler, etc. Waste as much time as possible not only for yourself, but everyone around you. And if management ever calls you out on it, you can play dumb and say you thought that RTO was about company culture and being around your coworkers. Don't ever come in early or stay later. They're taking you away from home already, and you definitely want to spend as much time as you can. There's no late nights. Lower morning productivity. Explain how much the stress from commute taxes your brain, that you aren't sitting down fresh after right your way through that shit. Bag of popcorn. Break room microwave. Add 2 minutes to the recommended time. Walk away and never go back. Every single day. Apply for medical exemptions and force the company to deal with that. Eat your lunch at your desk 15 minutes before official lunchtime. Then take a half-hour mental realignment break. Work on losing your indoor voice, especially on phone calls. Show up for work exactly on time, never early, and leave exactly when you are supposed to, since you now have to spend the time after work that you used to reserve as flex time for your commute. Find ways to interrupt the boss's workflow. Can you see them from where you work? Learn the signs of when they're deeply concentrating. That's the time to ask them a trivial question. Tuna sandwiches. Food that makes you gassy. Talk softly to yourself about mundane work tasks. Converse with objects on your desk. Break stuff slowly. Not so you get in trouble. Just treat every piece of company property like it's disposable. That's how they treat us. I highly suggest watching Better Off Ted. It won't necessarily give you ideas, but it'll make you laugh. Gut and fillet a salmon on some TPS reports. Take every single day off you are entitled to. Don't leave a vacation day on the table. Use the bulk of your sick days every time you feel even a little off. Get a bunch of small stickers made that have anti-work mottos on them. Like act your wage. Then discreetly put them on non-obvious places. Like inside cabinets. On the underside of things. Under chairs. Toilet seats, etc. Ideally they would be everywhere. But never in plain sight. Add beans and broccoli to your diet. Never answer emails after you've left the office. Never take your laptop home. Never take calls or texts after you've left. You never arrive early and you never stay late. You arrive on time. You take your full lunch and breaks, never do work, and you leave the minute you're supposed to. If they need overtime, do not do it unless you're paid and they pay for a taxi Uber back. If they say you need to arrive 15 minutes early to get ready to start work, ensure you stop 15 minutes early to pack up to leave on time. Arrange things like getting AC serviced, etc. during the work week. If it's a morning thing, do some light email interaction from home, then come in around lunchtime and work like normal. If they make an issue of it, just explain that there's no weekend appointments and it didn't make sense to take a personal day for it, and it wasn't ever a problem when it was WFH. YMMV, but like what? Are you supposed to take the day off for having a chimney swept? Just leave your door unlocked and hope for the best? I have an AITA medical condition. I told them that my 50 minutes commute would require 1.5 hours potentially each way, due to needs to use restrooms and stop for rest. They opted to let me keep on with WFH since it would require reasonable accommodations and I could do the same hours from home, or drop a minimum of 2 hours per day for them. Don't stop at pens. Do you have a large bag you can bring to work every day? Bring home toilet paper, tissue, any supplies. Do they have K-cups? Tea bags? Check out where cameras are. But there won't be any in restrooms. Don't take anything that belongs to other employees. But anything that belongs to the company is fair game. Book any and all conference rooms for every available hour you can, as far into the future as you can for potential in-person meetings. Ask at every opportunity for the data they use to make the RTO decision. I don't have to be subtle. I get nothing done while in office. It's always corridor meetings and talk, but I can't take notes so I forget most of it. I have to hot desk as well, so I'm not working on my stuff and can't focus because of all the noise and people constantly disturbing me. Literally, I achieved nothing at all on my in-office days. And I make no secret of this. Software updates and reboots. Microwave broccoli daily. Use one of those cheese grater foot exfoliating tools. Build up your forbidden parmesan onto a piece of paper to walk it to the trash can, but then accidentally spill it onto the main walkway carpet. Be sure everyone knows what it is. Come to work sick AF with coughing and blow your nose loudly at your desk. Then go touch stuff. Find a new job and convince your coworkers to do the same. No resistance stronger than the company having to fold because of their decisions. Just pee on the floor in the corner of your months until they let you work from home again. True story. No, really. This happened in a friend of mine's office. Work the hours I'm paid for and nothing more. Stop giving the company my ideas. Stop solving problems for them when they complain that I'm too thorough. It goes on and on. Microwave fish, curry, or other extremely smelly things for lunch. Unionize the office. Badge clock in at 9 a.m. and leave at 2 or 3 p.m. every day. If they bring it up, ask them if they're running a daycare or a company. Sharpies, highlighters, sticky notes. Grid paper is fabulous for my son's homework. I could go on. My company does hybrid. I'm an introvert for the most part, but I go out of my way to water cooler talk and chit-chat at other people's cubicles. I stretch my 2 10-minute breaks to 15s. I also take my sweet time pulling reports in the morning and make my coffee and put my lunch in the fridge after clocking in. Also, if there is something that can be solved really quickly over chat, I get up from my desk anyway to ask my coworker or manager in person. If they want in-person collab, they are going to get an abundance. Carry a screwdriver with you and use it to loosen every screw around you. If you know what you are doing, use a small piece of wire to trip circuits, causing expensive maintenance calls and slowed production. Whistle loudly. Swap out the coffee for decaf. Not sure it'll help, but productivity will plummet. I have to go into the office 1 day a week, and I use that day to print things I want to read at home but not on a computer, so I can take a break from screens. I print so much. 1. Cook your leftover fish in the office microwave. Shit your pants daily. Lower your hygiene standards. Eat sardines and other canned seafood and throw the stuff away in less used trash bins. Get a good stank going at the office. Pop some Viagra and walk around in sweatpants or really sheer slacks. Claim you need an emotion support weasel or something. Pretend you're in a religion based upon sauerkraut. Wear it as a deodorant. Leave the water running. Turn on all the lights. steal office supplies, etc.